Shanna and welcome back to my channel. I actually made a second video in like the span of a week, which is unheard of. Usually I make one video and I'm too lazy to make another one and it just like, my ideas just die out. So welcome back. This video is going to be, I don't think it's going to be too long, definitely not as long as my last one. It's going to be 50 facts about me because I feel like I don't really get to talk to a lot of followers unless they personally message me, and it's usually just about Disney or cosplay or costumes. So I'm really excited to just let you guys know a bit about my life and what I like and what I don't like and what I like to do, and I don't know, 50 random facts that I just like sat down and picked out. It was really hard. I was like, I like cookies and ice cream. Like, how is that a random fact? I'm pretty sure everybody likes those things. But yeah, so let's get started, and I think this is gonna be a fun video. Yeah. So I'm doing this in natural light. I'm looking very like pale and vampire-y today, so that's gonna be my look, is like vampire. So let's get into my facts. So fact number one, I went to college for musical theater. My favorite TV shows are The Hills, Game of Thrones, and this might come to a surprise to many of you, The OC. I love The Hills so much. I watch it. I can never get sick of The Hills. I love Lauren and Whitney so much. The OC is just the best, and Game of Thrones, duh, it's Game of Thrones. So when I was a kid, I was not obsessed with Barbies. I didn't really play with Barbies at all. In elementary school, I loved Pokemon and Digimon so much. Trading cards, TV shows, everything Pokemon, Digimon, Game Boy Color, you name it, I did it and had it. Let's go take a look.
This is my heart. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. These Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch up you. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch them all so true. Our courage will follow us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Pokemon.
I'm not obsessed or anything. So another thing a lot of people don't know about me is that I am completely obsessed with British history. It is my favorite topic ever. I've lived in a bunch of really cool places in my life. So I was born and raised in Edmonton, Alberta, which is basically, who cares? But I've lived in Maui, in Hawaii. I've lived in Orlando, and I've lived in Toronto, where I went to theater school, and I've lived in New Zealand. My favorite thing to do when I go to Disney World is watch Festival of Fantasy. I love the Festival of Fantasy parade. It is my all-time favorite show, all-time favorite parade, all-time favorite thing at Disney World. I usually go with my boyfriend Mike, and we will stand in our favorite spot for an hour to an hour and a half prior to the parade and die of heat because we love Festival of Fantasy. I just can't even describe how much I love it. I'm waving at Belle and I'm like, I can't deal. And like Cindy, I'm like, I've been approached by Prince Philip and he kissed my hand. And then that was one of the best times. I've been hugged by Chip. I've been hugged by Goofy. I've been pointed out by Rapunzel for having flowers in my hair. I usually put flowers in my hair whenever I go to Magic Kingdom. I've been pointed out by Tink twice for the flowers in my hair too. Elsa told me once that she liked my dress. And then I saw my favorite friend of Ariel the last time I saw Festival of Fantasy when I was in Orlando. I I have a degree in criminology and psychology. When I was in university, I focused on youth crime, forensic psychology, abnormal psychology, so that was all of the psychological disorders, as well as police and the community. I do not drink alcohol usually. Sometimes when I'm visiting my boyfriend, I will cave, and I will, but it makes me very, very, very sick. So I usually just stay away, and I guess it's just high on life. I'm a complete musical junkie. I love classic musicals, but my all-time favorite musical of all time, I've said that twice because it's just all time, is Wicked. I love soup. It's like my favorite food ever. I have one pet, and she is a ragdoll cat, and her name is Sasha, and she is 4 years old. She made a cameo in my last video. If you didn't see her, you should definitely check it out because she's the most snuggly bunny ever. My favorite Disney movie growing up wasn't a princess movie, which is shocking. It was actually The Lion King. I remember seeing The Lion King in theaters when it came out when I was like 4, which is weird. Like, I remember being in the theater watching The Lion King, and I used to bring my VHS copy of The Lion King to school, and we would watch it every lunch hour. I'm like in grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3. I used to bring The Lion King, and the teacher would be like, oh, like, did anybody bring a movie? And I'm like, I brought The Lion King! And all the kids would be like, yeah! And we'd watch it every day. I have a really bad nail biting habit. I'm completely obsessed and in love with Jared Leto. My favorite color, well, I guess it's not a color, is black. My zodiac sign is Gemini. I prefer the elegant princesses over the fun and awkward ones. Going on with this vampire theme that I have going on here, my favorite genre of movie is horror. I've been watching Stephen King movies since I was like 7 years old. She would be like, let's go to the video store, and I'm like, yeah! So we go to the video store, and I'd go straight to the horror section, like a beeline, and I'd be like, okay, like The Shining, Pet Sematary, Carrie, what else? It. I saw all of those before I was like 9. My friends and I would go to the video store and rent a movie, and I'm like, let's rent It. We brought it back to my friend's house, and her mom was like, what is this? And she called my mom and was like, how dare your daughter bring this horror movie into our house? I'm having a really good time filming this. I hate every condiment. I also hate anything diet. I also don't like coffee. Everybody I know loves coffee, and I'm just like carrying around my little princess cup of tea. I just love tea. And then I also love baths. My favorite book is Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. I'm a classically trained soprano. I hate sports, except hockey, because I'm a Canadian and it's kind of like in my birth contract or whatever, that like, or my citizenship contract, that I have to like hockey. So when the playoffs come around or something like that, I kind of pull the basic bitch and basically pretend I know what's going on. My favorite flowers are Gerber daisies and orchids. I know this may seem like super weird to a lot of people, but I am a huge Screamo emo fan, but I'll like blast it in the car, and people are kind of like, because I don't know, but I still listen to it all the time. It'll be like an Under Oath song, screaming away, and then the next song will be For the First Time in Forever. I have a salt tooth and a sweet tooth, so when I'm snacking, I have to have a bowl of sweet and a bowl of salty and probably another bowl of each. I have a huge resting bitch face, I think. I hate salad and I refuse to eat it. I hate it. And sometimes I think that frozen pizza is better than delivery pizza. I love breakfast so much. I watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show every single year with my mom. I love the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I have a huge girl crush on all of the models. I've been watching it since like 2004. It's one of the highlights of my year, to be honest. I have had a Happy Feet, you know Happy Feet, like the movie with the singing penguins with happy feet. I have had a Happy Feet ice cream cake every single year for my birthday since Happy Feet came out. Do you know when Happy Feet came out? 2006! That's when it came out, you guys! I've had one for almost a decade every single year. How old am I? I love storms. I love thunderstorms. When it hails, I love it when it pours. I love it when like the freeway floods. It's just great. I think it's super exciting. I was in a tornado in Kansas when I was really little, and I was like, have a photo of me like in the bathtub with my cousin, and I'm just like, ah! Like I'm super excited about it. I don't know, I just love storms. I really love video games. I'm obsessed with Call of Duty. I'm really good at it. Like sometimes I was better than my boyfriends, and like, sorry. Left 4 Dead, except for my boyfriend always leaves me for dead and saves himself. A sense of humor is super important to me. I struggle with being optimistic. That's probably one of my biggest flaws, is that I'm very, very negative. I have worked so many jobs in my life. Resume is like, as well as princessing. I am an outgoing introvert. I had braces for 2 years. My favorite places in the world are Maui, which I lived there for a while. I've visited so many times. I love it there. And London, because I love my Brits. I thought I was super, super emo in high school. I like had really dark hair, and I'd like wear hoodies, and I listened to screamo and like metal, and I just thought I was super hardcore. Then I did a complete 180, and now I'm like, girly stuff, princesses, girly. I actually won a superlative when I was in high school in grade 11. I'll show you guys what it was. It's really funny. But here's my yearbook from grade 11. Oh yeah, that's surprising. That's surprising. Not. Okay, so the superlative I won, to find it. Can you guys guess what it is? Like, think of all of the like typical superlatives that you could win, like most likely to succeed, most likely to become a doctor. You know what I mean? Think of those and like tell me what you think that I got. Okay, here you go, you guys. I was voted most likely to become famous. Look at me singing. They put everybody else's like yearbook photo, and they put me in this like weird photo, and they spelled my last name wrong, bitches. You'll know how to spell my last name when I'm famous. So there's 50 random facts about me.